a develop project team. Now, what you did, you have acquired individuals. In your previous process, acquire project team, you have acquired them. Now you need to develop them so they can perform the project work effectively, collaboratively. And in order to talk about develop project team, let us look at a model, a team development stage model given by Tuckman Ladder. This model talks about 5 stages. It says that the first stage of team development is forming. In this stage, you bring the people, put them together and say, you are the guys, you are the team. After this process of forming, we get into a stage called storming. In this stage, people start fighting with each other. Means they don't respect each other's skills and knowledges. Because since they are new to each other, they try to prove themselves and think that other person is not understanding their point of view. So there is a storming in their interaction. Once this phase is over, they get into a stage which is called norming. In this stage, things are cooling down. They start respecting each other. They understand who has what type of skills. And once this stage is over, the real desired stage comes, which is performing. In this stage, they do the project work at best capacity. They build on each other's strength and generate exceptional output. After this, we have a stage called adjourning because project has to close. Now, if we map these particular team stages in our PMBOK processes, the forming, the acquired project team is giving us the project staff assignment. Now, once you get the staff, you reach at a stage where people are fighting with each other, not respecting each other's view. And this is the area where this process starts. Develop project team. So we start with a team which is at a storming stage. And then we take this team to a stage where they are not fighting with each other but not yet well aligned. Norming, but they started respecting each other. Then we move at a performing stage where they are focused, they are aligned for a one goal, which is a project objective. Develop project team should bring the team at this stage. So the output, since it's an execution process, it means it will remain there always. While you are doing executing, see, whenever you get a new team member, you again go through all these stages. So we target to bring team at a performing stage. And here we close at the boundary of develop project team. The adjourning part will be taken care by close project process, which is a project integration knowledge area process. Now, in order to bring people at this stage, let us look at what kind of inputs we need to perform this complete operation. Primary input what we need is people. And how are we going to do all this is documented in human resource management plan. We get people, which is project staff assignment, we say project staff assignment. Now, plus we also have a resource calendar. So project staff assignment and resource calendar is coming from our acquire project team process, and this is coming from our planning process of human resource management. Now we need to apply, since we are at this boundary, we need to apply some tools and technique so our team can come at this stage. What could be those tools and technique? They are very soft in nature, like interpersonal skills. As a project manager or the leaders of a project team should apply interpersonal skills so team can move from storming to performing stage. So first tool and technique is interpersonal skills. Now from a project manager, it is expected to have good interpersonal and soft skill. He should have a good listening power. He should have an emotional intelligence where he can manage his own emotions and also persuade or motivate or change the emotions of fellow team member, a group which he is leading to. The second tool and technique, training. Training about project behavior, expectation from the individuals. Training also gives a good opportunity for team building. And we may apply a team building as a separate tool and technique. Now team building is a continuous exercise, but we may have small activities, and we may also organize a full day workshops where people can go through a behavioral and a gaming kind of experience and can know each other, because we want to bring them from here to here. In order to set some basic rules, we can also follow a technique called ground rules. This technique is especially useful to bring the team in a norming stage, where we set the guideline that these are the ground rules. For example, people should not be taking call while attending meeting. People should not be escalating the issue before discussing from the person who is involved. So those kind of ground rules could be set, and they help us in developing team. Co-location. So another tool and technique which we can use is co-location. Whenever possible, now we would not be able to do it for a virtual team members, but we can also bring them for short duration. So we try to co-locate the team for a specific duration, so they get more face time, because the more and more they interact with each other, their human relation will increase and they will move from here to performing stage. Other tool and technique we can apply is recognition and reward. We talk about what is expected from the team members. What kind of behavior is recognized? What kind of behavior will generate reward for them? So we try to model the behavior which helps us in developing team at a performing stage. Now we can also use another tool and technique which is called personal assessment tool. So there are various personal assessment tools which helps people to share their characteristics, their values, their likes, their dislikes. So by talking about their own behavior, their characteristics, we first evaluate ourselves, and then we can also share these kind of personal preferences with our fellow team members. So from a storming to norming journey can happen. We can start recognizing the the individual and start building on his strengths. So these are some of the tools and techniques which helps us in developing team. So what do we get as an output? We get a team at this stage. Now, in order to measure the team's development stage, we can use team's performance assessment. So there is an output which could be looked at team performance assessment. Now this output is primarily dealing with assessing the stage, like how well the team is collaborating with each other and how capable they are in producing project deliverables, how near to they are in reaching the goal of high performance team, where they start producing exceptional result. So we can have some measurement assessment by identifying some criteria which are important for creating a high performance team. The another output which can come from developed project management is update to enterprise environmental factor. Now you have, with the help of a training, with the help of interactions and co-location, the people's skills are changing. They are acquiring more skills, and that may change the skill inventory which you have in your enterprise environmental factor. So the impact of this teaming is not only limited to your own project, but it also goes beyond project team. It impacts the organization, because high performance teams are always desired in an organization. In summary, a developed project team is a process which converts a group of individuals who are assigned to the project to a team which is dedicated to achieve project objectives.